of important truths in the process of writing my book, because it was a deeply personal and moving experience. In many ways, it was therapeutic. But if I have to pick one, I pick something that I tell young girls all the time. I said this before I even wrote the book, and it's that every part of our stories, no matter how small or simple, has meaning and value. And for me, that means that the most important parts of my story aren't the fancy parts that people would expect. The Ivy League education I got, or the fact that I was a high-powered lawyer, or even the first lady. Those parts of my story are the least interesting parts. What was most often the most meaningful thing for me were those tiny moments that we sometimes take for granted. The sound of my baby's cry, how I felt when I held my baby daughters, learning to swim with my dad on a family vacation, or even as I wrote, the smell of pine sol that would drift through my little family apartment after my mother did her spring cleaning. Those moments were the ones that resonate the most, that told me the most about who I was and what I valued. What I realize is that we should never underestimate the power of those tiny moments that we sometimes overlook. A meal that we share with someone we love, the music, the songs that fill our hearts, the friends and families, the teachers and mentors who laughed with us and commiserated with us, and ultimately who helped us become who we are. So often we focus on the highest highs or the lowest lows. And yeah, those are important too, but it's the other stuff, the stuff that we could easily forget about, that provides most of the texture and depth of our lives. So what I learned was that we have to embrace those small parts, write them down, especially for young people. Think about ways to capture those moments, whether it's through journaling or recording yourself. Start thinking about those smells, those sights, those memories, those people, the colors, the textures that you experience throughout your life. And I guarantee you that when you get to be my age, those memories, as you unfold them, will be the roadmap to your journey to becoming who you are today. So that was one of the big takeaways for me.